Besties, it is Becky here with Bestie Becky's Crafts, and today is the fourth video in my flower making series. And actually I'm going to combine 4 and 5 together because both of these are really simple, and the last flower is way beyond simple. So we're going to start with making a daisy. And I thought in my bouquet that I needed to kind of have all different colors, not a bunch of the same colors. So that's why I decided to do a daisy. And this is my interpretation of a daisy. And what I used to make my daisies was, again, a Spellbinders die from Die Delights. And this is actually to create an aster. And it was the closest that I had to making a daisy. I didn't have a punch that was good to make daisies, and so this is what I chose to do. So they're super easy, so let's get started. So I've already die cut up my pieces. As you can see here, they take a lot of petals. I just did one layer of petals to start, and it was just too sparse and I didn't like it. So I went ahead and decided to do 2 layers of petals. So I have my leaves, and an odd number of leaves, of course, there's 3, and I have 2 calyxes, and each calyx has 8 petals, so I have 16 petals and my centerpiece right there. So pretty easy actually. So let's go ahead and get started. And I brought up my glue. There it is. So I want to make sure that you can see. And like I said, they're really easy to make. You just put dots of glue on the little calyx, and then take your petals. Just make sure that they are the right side up and glue them down. Can use hot glue. Nothing wrong with that. Mine's just not heated up all the way yet, so that's why we're trying it this way with my art glitter glue. And I don't feel like burning my fingers either. So actually I should have done the other one before we even started, because they're just so easy. Alright? I'm just making sure that the petal goes down into the center and that the petals are across from each other. Hopefully they're not stuck. There they are. Okay. Set that off to the side. Let's do our other one real quick. Oops. See that bubble? I'm just taking just a drop of glue. There's my petals. Real exciting. I should have a good story to tell, but I don't really have one. Alright, almost done. Oops, that turned on me. Alright, 2 more. And I cannot wait to do the video to show you of what we are going to put these flowers in and get that all done. I hope it turns out nice. All this work. And if they didn't turn out nice, that would be terrible. Alright, I'm going to bring this one back. I'm going to put some glue in the center, kind of brown those petals. I'm going to pick this one up. Art glitter glue dries like super fast. So I want to make sure that it all kind of lines up there in the back. Petals in between each other. Alright, looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to need Distress ink on my center here. And I'm going to use Wild Honey. Oops, need to get my sponge first. And I'm just going to do Wild Honey around the center here, just to give it some depth and dimension, you know, just like the other ones. Now I didn't do anything on the white petals because I want them to stay white. So let's go ahead and glue our center piece down. Just like so. Alright, feels like we're stuck again. There we go. Alright, and then our leaves. Final little piece here. Oh, and how did I get hot glue spider web here and I haven't used it today? Oh, this hot glue, I tell you, I'll be ready to be done with it. Alright, so my leaves, again, I'm going to put some Mowed Lawn around the edges because I cut my leaves all of the same color. So there's our leaves. I've got two big ones and one small one. Just like that. Alright. So, oops. Let's glue on our leaves. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue my small leaf to my big leaf. And there's no real certain way. Just gluing it on. And then we're going to glue it onto our flower. Can't even see it. Oh, there it is. So kind of glue it on. And then I'm going to glue on my other one. Kind of across from it, but not straight across from it. Again, make sure I get it stuck really good. Oh, I was looking for the pin from my glue. Alright, so now let's give this daisy some shape. So we're going to take our pencil, which has hot glue on it. My goodness. Alright, so I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm just going to round my leaves down. Oops. And then I'm going to just kind of round each petal. I'm going to start with the bottom ones. Do some. And then come to the ones on top. And I'm just curling them with my pencil. Real exciting. And that's really all there is to a daisy. Super simple to make. Just takes a lot of time doing your die cutting. So there's my daisy. So I can add it to my other daisies. Oh, isn't that cute? Those daisies. Awesome. Okay, so the final flower. Like I said, super simple. I use this punch from Fiskars. I don't know what it's called. Oops, I just had some paper fall out. I went ahead and punched out these two flowers. Oops. Helps if I'm in view here. Going for a Sweet William. And where I'm from in Iowa, it's kind of just a weed that grows in the ditches, and it's called Sweet William, and it's purple, and it's actually really pretty when it's in bloom. And it's not a real round shaped petal. It's just kind of a petal shape. I don't know. It's just kind of this shape. So I punched out the big ones and the small ones, and I don't really remember if they have a center or not. Isn't that terrible? So I thought I would just leave them without a center and then decide once I put my bouquet together if they needed a little yellow center or not to kind of finish them up. So what I did was super easy. I punched out a bunch of them. I figured 3 in a bunch, you know, kind of together, and I went ahead and distressed inked the edges with Seedless Preserve, and really easy. Not quite sure yet how I'm going to bunch them together though, so we'll see how that works out. Then, to give this flower some dimension, I got my good old mouse pad out, my pretty mouse pad, and I'm going to use my embossing tool to give it a good shape there. And then on the smaller ones, I just used a smaller embossing tool to do the same thing, to just put the center. And then, like I said, I don't remember if they have a yellow center or not, so I just decided, well, they have to have some sort of a center, right? So I decided to just give them a purple center, and I just used a Q-tip and the distressed ink and just did a mark in the center. And I figured if they have a yellow center anyway, the yellow center and the you know, dark, it'll work. So anyway, so that's what I did there. So that's the last flower. I told you it was simple, easy. It's a pretty quick video. Alright, so here's the flowers we've made so far. The first video was the wild rose. I was going to say country rose. The wild rose, and then we did a tiger lily, a daffodil, and we just did a daisy, and then we just did some little Sweet Williams here. There. So hopefully that makes a nice little bouquet. So I'm going to get my wires attached, and my next video is going to be what I'm going to put in. It's a secret, I guess. Not really. But I hope you enjoy my next video. I hope you've enjoyed the flower series, and I hope you join me next time. And I hope you give some flowers a try. Happy crafting, and have a great night. I'll see you later. Bye.